In this video, we're going to create a video watermark. Now this is different than creating a text watermark or an image watermark we've done previously. Here, we'll have some sort of animation that's happening on the screen while our video is playing in the foreground. And to cut to the chase, we're really just creating a video on top of another video. That's it. And we'll use some transparency. That'll be important as well. So let's head over to Camtasia and take a look at how we'll do that. Now the first thing I did was go over to videezy.com, videeezy.com, and I did a search for tap, because what I wanted was a finger tapping on the screen. So here I found there are a few different videos that you can download for free. I don't remember exactly which one I grabbed, but you can do the same thing. You can just click on it and download that file. So once I had that, I went over to Camtasia, and I will be able to bring this in to my timeline. Now, because I'm creating a video on top of another video, I want to put this up a little bit higher. So this might be on a higher track. Maybe I'll put it up here on track 4 for now. And if I just scrub through real quick, I see this hand come up, tap the screen, and go away. Now, we want to create something that's smaller than this, so we don't need it to be the whole screen. So I'm going to bring it, I'm going to size it down to something like around this area, and that looks about right. And I'll just want it kind of tapping here. So I'm thinking about putting a logo and then my name. Now we have the green screen, and that's great. We want to be able to take that out. And of course we can do that through visual effects. We will go to remove a color, and I'll drag that to the clip. That can be on the canvas or the timeline. And I'll increase this tolerance. This one I can go farther than I normally do until that green is just about gone. I'm going to use my scroll wheel on my mouse and then hold down the space bar. As I drag, I can pan, and then I can see, how this green outline looks. So I see I have, a lot more green outline as I get further to the left, and a lot less as I get further to the right. So this looks pretty good over here, around 75% or so. I want to make sure I'm not taking out any color from the hand. So if I take it too far, you can see that part of the hand will get taken out as well. So I want to make sure I'm not losing any color from the hand. I can go all the way, it looks like up to about 80%. So now I have this hand. So let me go ahead back and look at where this is going, and I will just go to the beginning and play through that. Okay, that's really fast. So the next thing I'll do is I will add some clip speed. Since I'm here, I can just drag clip speed down and add that effect, and then I will make this last twice as long as it did before, so I will change the speed to 0.5. So right now it is 1 second long. I'm going to make it 0.5 as long, and so now it makes it 2 seconds. So if I go here, I can see, yeah, so the finger's not even on the screen here. So I'm just going to delete that first part. So I'll just trim that off that end. And then where did the rest of this go? And then it's done right around here. So I'll trim this part off too. So for this first part, we added transparency by removing the green screen effect, or that background, removing a color. The other option we have, if we go over to media, is I have a PNG with alpha transparency. So what I want to have happen is right when that finger clicks or pushes, I want to have my logo appear right in that place. So I'm going to take the logo, I'm going to try and center it as close as I can, somewhere right around here. I don't want the logo that large, so I'll scale it down. I want it, yeah, that looks good. Somewhere in that ballpark, right around 40%, so I'll just make this 40. What I want to do is when that taps, I want this to kind of grow. So I'm going to move this playhead out a little bit. I'll do Shift A while this is selected to create an animation, and then I'll make it shorter, like half a second, and I'll bring that in. So right when this hits, I want this animation to appear. So this is the size I want it to be, but at the beginning, I want it to be smaller. In fact, I'm going to drag this all the way down to the smallest I can, which is 1%. So it'll now, when I play this, they hit and it grows rather quickly up to its 40% size. Now the next thing I want to do is add my name coming in from behind the logo. So what I'll do is I will go to my annotations. I will grab a text annotation and drag that down. And let's go with Lado is one of my favorites. So we'll grab the Lado font, and I'll put my name here. We'll stretch it out, and now it's all in a line. So after this appears, I want my name to appear. But I want my name to appear from behind the logo. So what I'm going to do is drag this down to behind the logo, and then I will align. I want to do a similar thing where right here I wanted the logo to start appearing. Right here, after this logo is full size, I want my name to start appearing. So again, I'll go out here and I'll do Shift A to add an animation. I'll make it another 15 frames, which is just half a second. And this is where I want it to end. Where I want it to begin here is I want it to be to the left, and I want it to be, I'm going to zoom out a little bit here, and I want it to be trimmed. I want it to be cropped. So I'm going to hold down the Alt key to crop this, and I'm going to crop this down to here. Okay, so what you see is I had the full name, but I cut it at the beginning so that I only have the one letter, the E or so, right here. So let's take a look. If I hide this, what do we see in the back? Okay, looks like, yeah, the last part of the U and then the E is hiding there. So now I'm going to go to the right, and I'm going frame by frame using the greater than sign. And as I go to the right, I can see my name is appearing from behind there. Now the other thing I'll do is I like to add a little bit of transparency to this so it looks like it's kind of fading in. So I'll go to the beginning of this and I'll drop the opacity down to, maybe I'll start closer to 50 or something like that, or 30, in the 30s. Let me just see this. Yeah, I like that a little better. So somewhere in that ballpark. So now if we look through this animation, a hand comes up, taps, grows the logo, name appears. Now, whenever I'm ready for this to go away, I'll just do the opposite, right? I'll do everything in reverse. So I want the name to kind of zoom back in. So I'll go out here a little further, wherever that may be in my timeline, and I'll do a Shift A to add an animation. I will make it only half the time. And what I'll do is I'll go to the beginning of this, and I will right click, so where it is now is where I want it to end. So I'm going to copy the properties that it had initially, and then I'm going to come out here to the end, and I'm going to paste those same properties. So now when I look, it should take me back. So let's see. It goes back in, and it fades out at the same time. Good. I like that. Then we want to do the same thing with the logo. Oh, you know what? We actually want the finger to come in and tap first. So let's do that. Let's move this. I'll want the logo to disappear as well. So let's do a Shift A here. Make this about 15 frames. So we'll do another half a second. We'll have it start here. And I'll make it smaller. So I'll go back here, copy these properties, paste the properties here. So now it will zoom down to nothing. And then, like I said, all we need to do is add this finger pointing again. So I will copy this, and then I want to paste it right around here. So we'll just make sure we put it on top. And let's see where that finger clicks here. Right about there. And I think I want it to come, yeah, right about there. So if this is where the finger pointing is, I need to move it a total of, I want it to start back here, and it says that this is a total of 9 frames. I can see the duration is 9 frames. So I'll go to the beginning of this, and I will go to the left using the less than sign, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then I'll just drag this to be flush. So now the finger comes up, it taps, the name goes away and fades, and the logo shrinks down. So again, all I'm really doing here for a video watermark is I'm creating a mini video right here on top. One of the key elements is making sure there's transparency. I have one file that is using green screen to apply transparency, and then another one that is a PNG file that has a transparent background that I'm able to pull out. So if I just go through here and I play this real quick, clicks, comes in, I see the name for some amount of time, click again, and it goes away. So there's a great way for you to be able to create animations as well. It's a nice way to create, like I said, a video watermark. If you want to put this bug is another term for it on your videos, you can do that as well. And if you'd like to download this, I can't include somebody else's file, which is this single tap 2 file. But like I said, you can get that from videasy.com, and I will provide the other 2 files for you to download if you go to ronuses.com/watermarkvideo.